The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Breida, CD, an undrafted free agent from his 49ers.
Yeah, remember, they got Jerick McKinnon as a free agent and expect him to be a 3-down back for them. As you mentioned, out for the season with an ACL injury. Almost fitting that Matt Breida stepped into the breach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the... as a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
For San Francisco, Charles, earlier we discussed Jimmy Garoppolo, the year he had after the injury. They had to scramble really at quarterback, but now they're going to have the number 2 overall pick because of the injury-riddled 4-12 campaign. Where do you think they go?
They'll have different options, too, because many will say secondary. They just had 2 interceptions all year long. Worst in the NFL. Pass rush, to me, it's edge rusher because I think they get the rush inside with DeForest Buckner. I think he does a really nice job for them. But could they trade back from number 2? I think they'll be sitting by the phone saying, hey, you guys want to talk?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Caught left side, Garcon. And just shutting him off there. Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I got you.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
56. Gone. Over.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
319. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Gone.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This is Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there, taking it in. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
First down, Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield going for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Third and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
To throw, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They pitch it to Chubb, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They run it again with Chubb. Fights through at the 5. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll run it here. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. He's going to get it running right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? Really the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on sack the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up fourth.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gone.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield now on second down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end. Antonio Callaway, 52 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Now Watson. Throw left side complete to QT. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Third and 2, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside ready to rock for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Reset. Down.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And again, it's Chubb. Down to the 25. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate